never seen anything like this in my life.
With almost no warning, a neighborhood devastated.
Oh my God, the roof is gone.
A tornado tearing through parts of Barrie, Ontario. Terrified residents left fearing for their lives.
And it's not even 30 seconds after we got into the basement, we could hear the tornado was above us and the house was shaking, the beams were shaking. All I thought was, this is it, maybe. I mean, you can't control whether or not it's going to take the entire house.
So many homes destroyed. The storm's power on full display in its aftermath. Cars tossed around, trees snapped in two.
The garage is just completely gone and windows smashed in, and just one house kind of looked like it had been torn in half. The siding was completely gone from another house. There was insulation splattered across people's cars. It was crazy.
Dozens of families are now displaced. Police say at least 20 homes here are completely unlivable. Paramedics transported at least 8 people to hospital.
Right now, police are going door to door just to make sure that everybody is accounted for.
The tornado hit at about 2:30 p.m. local time, just minutes after Environment Canada upgraded a tornado watch for the area to a warning.
This one was very sudden, and I know there will be a discussion to come around the alerts and those sorts of things. I can't tell you how incredible it is that nobody has been killed.
Police have now asked residents of the worst affected homes to leave the area. The structural damage here too severe for so many to stay.
It's my house. Look at the backyard. Window is smashed. Look at this house. Look at that house. And I hope everyone is okay.
Residents now only just beginning to comprehend the disaster, their community ravaged, so much cleanup ahead.
And Ellen, right now you're in one of the worst affected areas. You mentioned people have been told to leave. Where are they being taken?
Well, there's a school not too far from here, Asha, serving as a triage site, a shelter site for some of those families. Others are staying with friends and family or in hotels. We've been talking to some of them as they've been leaving here this evening, and they're all just shocked at what they experienced today, but all very grateful that as bad as it is, and you can see as bad as it is here today, that it wasn't worse.
That is so true. Thank you so much, Ellen. Ellen Morrow in Barrie tonight. Let's bring in CBC News meteorologist Johanna Wagstaff now for more insight into this developing story. Johanna, we just heard from Ellen. There were multiple tornado warnings issued today. What were you seeing?
Asha, the setup was ripe across southern Ontario for severe weather this afternoon. Hot, sticky air, a cold front cutting into that. But it wasn't until we saw these supercells, that's rotating thunderstorms, that we knew things had the potential to get really dangerous. Those are the kinds of rare setups that we see tornadoes. And I want to show you the cells that ultimately showed us rotation, a classic what we call hook echo. That's a sign that a tornado is lightly on the ground. And then we could actually see some debris in the radar signature itself before we started to see the images coming out from the ground. There were actually 2 rotating cells. We think it was the one to the north, Asha, that ultimately led to a very narrow but very long and very dangerous tracking tornado.
And of course, so many are wondering, is the danger over, at least for now?
We still have these thunderstorms tracking through eastern Ontario and southern Quebec tonight. So severe thunderstorm watches and warnings have been popping up. Definitely keep your eyes on the skies through the overnight. And we should learn more about the Barrie tornado tomorrow. Damage crews are on the ground. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a very strong tornado, possibly in line with the 1985 Barrie tornado that killed 8 people. That was 330 kilometers per hour. Not out of the question here, Asha.
Wow, the images are so scary. All right, thank you so much, Johanna.
You're welcome.